Do you ever just randomly find yourself online window shopping trying to figure out what to do with the rest of your day? Whether you're trying to go to bed or you're trying to finish your shift at work and you just don't want to do what you're supposed to be doing. Well, that was me the other day. I was randomly browsing online for stuff that I didn't need, checking on, random websites, Amazon, things of that nature. And I ended up coming across something that I thought was actually unique. And it was so unique that I ended up buying it. So that's what today's video is going to be about. It is a random purchase that I made for the Uaono card storage box. Now, this is a deck box with a pretty unique feature that I haven't seen in other deck boxes. So I'm really excited to showcase this in today's video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, hey everybody. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is the Uaono storage box. Now this is the smaller version. They do have a bigger version which has 2 additional slots to it, but that's not, I don't carry that many cards, so it wasn't something I felt the need to review or purchase. So, cool thing about this box is the unique feature, and that is what is on the inside. Now, cool thing, we're just going to flip this open, is it is magnetic, like most deck boxes, right? But, as you can see, it comes with storage boxes. Now, I know there are plenty of other deck boxes on the market that come with storage boxes, but if you're looking for something that holds a lot more than just 2 decks, or even just a single deck, you're looking at like the GameGenic Dungeon, which is a pretty premium product, and I'm not saying anything about it because it's a great product, but you're paying $50, $60 for an empty box. This is half of that price, and you were getting 3 boxes and a smaller box for tokens, dice, things like that, which is really cool. Now, yes, GameGenic is a much better product than this Uaono storage box. So we're just gonna kind of fold this out. We can see we have this nice mat, and honestly, this is a really soft felt texture where I would, if this was a little bit bigger, I would probably just use it as a play mat. Unfortunately, it's kind of small, so isn't really going to work for play mat options, but you very well could, and that was probably the intention for the product itself. Now, these simply just come out and move. And then, yeah, you just have this side, I guess you could use this. And this is a softer texture. It doesn't have too much grip to it. I mean, I can't easily slide it across my desk here, unlike this, where, I can just slide it around. No big deal. So, this is kind of neat, and then it kind of just folds up into itself. You have these magnets here on the front that are connecting right here. So, cool little box. But the highlight here are the boxes that come in it. And that's what I really like about this product. But they're not magnetic. So what I would have liked to have seen is a way to keep them here. Now you can see that I'm just sliding this across, and there's no magnets actually keeping the boxes in place. So when I have all these deck boxes aligned, I kind of have to make sure I'm lining them up correctly, and then snap it shut like that. So that's kind of the highlight of what originally caught my attention to this box. Is it's pretty compact. This is again the 500. They have a 900 plus, and I'm pretty sure they're not counting the fact that most people are going to be double sleeving their cards, so you're going to want to cut that number down a lot further. So we can see I have 3 decks here, 2 WeCross decks of 52 cards, and a full main deck of Grand Archive. This is 60 cards. Now when we kind of push this here into this box and squish it down and hold it like that, you can see that there's plenty of room in here for some more cards. Another note that I do like is, because of the size of this box, it does fit over-sleeved cards, as we can see here. I'm just using a standard sleeve with an outer sleeve from Wrappers. So let's try and put this to the test, shall we? So let's take 2 cards out, and then we will see if it fits 100 double-sleeved cards. There's no way. Actually, so let's do this. I know for a fact, just looking at that is not going to work. So let's take the 12 card deck out. I just bumped my camera with my hat. Okay, hat is off. And we will take the 12 card deck of that. So now we have 40 and 40. We'll slap these together. So 80, and see if it fits into one of these boxes. Okay, yeah, that actually, we still have a bit of room. So let's just try a L-rig deck. Maybe. I don't want to like squish my fingers or bend the cards. I don't want to shove that any further, so let's just do 10 instead of 12. How about that? Try fitting 90 in here. Okay. Alright. It is a extremely snug fit. But 90 standard sleeves with an oversleeve, which is pretty good, honestly. Now let's see how secure it is. Easy to slide out. Cool thing is you got this grip here, so you just pull it out. Nice and compact. So this also, little token box, has plenty of room. It's just as deep as the card boxes, so you can fit a surprising amount. I have, one of my life counters, and then just a chunk of dice for durability and things like that in Grand Archive. And yeah, it just slaps on right there. And then you have, 60 card in Dragon Shields and some inner sleeves that fit just fine. I don't currently have a lot of other decks sleeved, so I'm not able to, scrunch this down and put it to the test. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say squishing this down, this is 60 cards right here. You could potentially fit 40 more cards in here. Maybe. It's a big maybe. You might be in the same situation where you're able to do 90 cards versus the 100 that they state. If you are just doing single sleeves, then yeah, no problem. Single sleeves, you can probably fit 100, 110 or so. The number that they do, so this is a 500 box. So let's just say, we're doing single sleeves. Supposedly you can fit 500 in here, just based on their description. I'm not going to test that because I don't have 500 sleeved cards. So I'm pretty confident that if we're doing single sleeves, you could easily just put them in here, no problem. Now, the really big downside to this deck box is the lack of magnets. And the reason I say it is the lack of magnets is because what I am about to do now. And I've tested this a couple times, and I want to let you know that no cards were harmed in the making of this video. They went everywhere. This remained a pretty good stack because honestly it was in that box pretty tight. However, my Grand Archive deck is all over the floor, and there's one card that has survived. Now, I had to do just a little bit of force when doing this, and it just went flying. So, shake test, absolute failure. If you were throwing this in your bag, or kid got a hold of it or something like that, whatever the scenario is where you do this, the pressure from the cards, there's not strong enough magnets to keep it from doing that. And that is where GameGenix shines. The magnets that they use for their product are phenomenal, where they pass pretty much any shake test that you throw at them, and that's why this product is an absolute fail in that regard. Everything else about this product I do like. This is very premium. It feels very good. The inside felt also feels very nice. The only downside is the magnets. They're just not strong enough magnets. I would even be okay with adding some sort of, lid to these to prevent that. I understand why they can't, of course, because they gotta cut costs somehow. But it's just not good enough for me to recommend to people. So if you see this product and you're like, wow, that's really cool, just a heads up that if you overload this with a lot of cards, you very well could be in the situation that I just demonstrated, where 1 or 2 good shakes of the deck box, you have cards everywhere. Now you're playing Magic pickup or whatever TCG you're playing. So that is just kind of a quick review of the Uaono storage deck box. I do think it's a good product. I wouldn't recommend it just for the sake of the shake test. If they put stronger magnets in this guy to where, maybe they don't have this cutout and they put magnets right here, right? Because you can see that the magnets are on the bottom just from simple wear. Put magnets right across the top. Get rid of this cutout because this isn't necessary. You don't need this cutout here. I'm gonna be opening it up like this and just pulling my cards out that way anyway. This cutout doesn't need to be here. I guess potentially to see what deck you're grabbing is why they did that. But put this back, put magnets along here, and maybe it'll pass a shake test. I'd be curious to find out. So, if you think this is a cool deck box, I will link to it down in the description below. It honestly, in comparison to Gamegenic and other products of the same sort of design, it's a lot cheaper. You can probably see why it's a lot cheaper. But if you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps YouTube know what's going on. And I just hope you all have a great rest of your day.